why you haven't missed out on Toshi and why you're still early on Toshi if you get into right now. This is a video where I'm going to show you here in the charts why I'm bullish on Toshi, and I still believe that you haven't really missed out on Toshi yet, right? You haven't missed out the boat yet, especially if you get in at these levels, because I believe Toshi has a lot more to go here. It can give you some big X's this bull market. Okay, and before we talk about Toshi, this is my favorite exchange to use, KYC free, VPN free, and if you guys use my link, you get a 10% deposit bonus over 500, and the maximum amount for the reward is 10K. Yeah, so check it out, BTCC. They've been here for 14 years, proof of reserves, never had any hacks or anything like that, and they're a great exchange for leverage trading and also buying on spot. So check them out in the pinned comment. Now, look, guys, this is my opinion why I believe we're still early on Toshi. And, you know, to a lot of people, there's a lot of people out there that might look at Toshi and might be like, okay, I'm already too late into Toshi. It's not worth investing in it because I'm in too late. So I'm going to be looking at these other super low cap coins. Okay. Well, I'm here to tell you and say that you're still early on Toshi. This can still give you life-changing money, in my opinion. Okay, none of this is financial advice. It's just my opinion. And where I got into Toshi was around here. Okay, it was right here back in July. Okay, on that previous massive pullback right there. So I didn't even get into Toshi over here or over here before the Coinbase listing or over here. I got in recently. Okay, now I am up, right? Because Toshi is around right here. We are pulling back, but I'm still up from the previous pullback. But what you see here in this chart is that we're in this nice uptrend. You see that? So Toshi is consolidating sideways, but even though it's consolidating sideways, it's slowly in this uptrend, okay, breaking out of this pendant, retesting it, and then most likely going to explode very soon. So the thing is, you know, a lot of people will say, well, you know, I missed out on Toshi because of the Coinbase listing. Ever since then, it just pumped up so much and I really missed out, right? Well, you can see right here, this is before the Coinbase listing. And the bullish thing here for Toshi is that after the Coinbase listing, it pulled back hard, which is normal because we pulled back with the market, okay? But we put in the higher low right there. This was key. So we put in the higher low and we basically been in this pennant, right? Pulling back with the market, putting in another higher low, moving up, right? Pulling back with the market. This is where I got in and then breaking out of this pendant. Now we're retesting that pendant top. So this could be the last opportunity to buy Toshi before it really takes off, okay? Now, in my opinion, just because it got listed on Coinbase doesn't mean you missed out on it. It just means that, you know, you could have bought it at a way cheaper prices, but it's set up perfectly to go up higher because it's on Coinbase. Okay, it didn't pump and dump. It's been in this nice, beautiful, bullish structure. And when retail comes in, right, during altcoin season, when retail comes in to Coinbase, the #1 app, they're going to see Toshi there. And Toshi is one of the top meme coins on Base, so you know Coinbase is going to push it, of course. And it's just going to be right there for retail to buy Toshi just like that. So it's going to be accessible to millions of people for retail, okay? And what I love about Toshi too is that it's not a super low cap coin like it was before the Coinbase listing, but it's also not a high cap coin. It's not in the top 100 yet. I believe it's ranked 150, 146, around there somewhere. So it's kind of, in my opinion, it's in a sweet spot, right? Where it's on Coinbase. It has a great community, super active. It's not super low cap, but it's not super high cap, okay? And it has a very bullish structure. Okay, so I believe, honestly, guys, I think Toshi is still at a great price here. And if you guys check out I have a price prediction on Toshi, but based out of this pendant that we recently broke out and we're retesting it, the top here, you know, you get the measured move here. I mean, this is some crazy gains here. We can see from where we're at right now, based on the measured move, right here to my Fibonacci target, that's a 7x. But to the measured move would be around a 19x. Right, and to my 620 highest point here will be about a 22x. So, I mean, I see Toshi doing at least a 10x from where it's at right now. And, you know, a lot of people have even higher targets than me from how bullish Toshi is, not just based on the charts, but fundamentally, right? Tokenomics and everything like that. Some people, I've been getting a lot of comments saying Toshi's going to 30, 50x. Right, I'm just showing you guys here the realistic price targets here where I see Toshi hitting first. And you can also see here on the monthly, this is a very healthy monthly chart, right? When you see this candle, If we close here on the monthly, we have 12 days left. If we close above here, we're gonna have a higher monthly close here since back in February. So this is a great recovery for Toshi, and I believe it will close above on the previous 5 months here for Toshi. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign that we're moving up with the markets. Another good thing here for Toshi is this chart, the Toshi longs, the Toshi 3x longs. Now this is basically a chart that shows you when the longs are making money at Toshi, we're going up. Okay, right now you can see we're going down because the market's going down and Toshi's pulling back. So if we pull back a little bit more, maybe to this level, that could be a bottom signal right there for Toshi, putting in a higher low. Okay, so I would watch this. I mean, I would say we're already pretty down significantly, right? I would say right now is a great time to accumulate. But if we do dump more and we get into this zone, then for sure, I think Toshi is nearing the bottom. And, you know, I covered this in the last videos. Again, if you guys want to be up to date on Toshi and other coins, subscribe, put the notification bell. But I talked about Toshi pulling back to retest that pendant top, right? So we broke it, but we didn't just take off right away. We're getting a retest here. And we can even go here on the daily. You can kind of see right here, even in the latest video, I told you that 25 MA here on the daily is what to watch here for Toshi. Because I told you we would probably pull back here and kind of find it somewhere here in the next coming days. And we're pretty close to it, right? That 25 MA for Toshi. Now, if we break that, right, I mean, if we come down lower, it's around 00065. But if we break that, the next level of support is probably that 00063, the top of the pennant, or you know we might fall down slow and then maybe catch up with the 50 here around that 00062, 00062 level. Okay, so that 50 MA, the 25, and then the 50 MA is some very heavy support here that we can very well hit if the market crashes. But even with the market coming down, this is still a very bullish structure for Toshi because even if we pull back to these levels, we're still putting in a higher low. We're still putting in a higher low, okay? And we are in this beautiful long-term uptrend. And, you know, you go here to the 4-hour. We're holding that 200 MA. So I'm liking the 4-hour. Now, could we break this? For sure we can. And then we regain it. But, you know, we're holding that 200 MA on the 4-hour, which is good. And on the daily, we're probably going to come down here to test the 25 because we're pretty close. And then maybe even the 50 if we get a dump. So either way, you know, you can see each pullback here that Toshi had in the recent months, it just got eaten up, right? Pullback, the big one after Coinbase listing, massive pullback, we got eaten. Of course, we didn't fully recover yet, but this was a good recovery. I mean, this was like if you bought Toshi right here, right, this was like you got Toshi and it went up 394% from the bottom here in April. So, I mean, that was a pretty good buy right there, right? 394%. But then ever since then, we pulled back higher low from the previous low. And then we came up here to the heavy resistance. Pulled back. We're testing. So you see this, there's a lot of resistance right here at that 0.38. And it's just like a door, right? Once you just keep hitting that door, you know, boom, boom. At some point, it's going to break and Toshi's going to break to the upside. So this is what I see for Toshi in the next coming months. Maybe it might happen in September. We will see, but I'm very bullish on it, and I think it's a great time to accumulate, not financial advice. And if you guys want to be up to date with Toshi and other crypto coins, comment below, subscribe, put the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.